Now it's a long line of Hollywood writers on the picket line at Paramount Studios, one of several locations where WGA members are on strike for a second day. Well, they walked off the job yesterday after failing to come to a contract agreement with Hollywood Studios.
KCAL News reporter Jeff Nguyen at a picket line in Burbank where strikers are determined to write their own ending.
Under one of the most famous water towers in the world, 3-year-old Mirabelle picketed with her mom and dad.
We have not had a staff job in a couple years.
Charla and James Oliver are a writing team striking with the Writers Guild of America. On Monday, the union and the Hollywood studios failed to reach an agreement on a new labor contract.
When you're working, you do get paid well, but that money needs to carry you through the lean years.
The sticking points have been over more pay and higher residuals for streaming content. The studios have pushed back, saying the industry is facing budget constraints, as seen with recent layoffs at Disney and Warner Brothers Discovery. A number of writers have been telling us even before the strike there has been a slowdown in production over the past year, forcing them to look elsewhere for work.
In order to survive, I had to take a job at REI to supplement my income.
Don Kamuchi-Sharavanan has a long list of writing credits, including HBO's Sharp Object and The Falcon and The Winter Soldier on Disney+. But she says unless a show is on network TV with reruns, residual checks may be as little as $25.
When you get to sort of the more exotic platforms, the checks get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Mirabelle was born a month into COVID lockdowns. That's her on mom's chest as Charlotte worked on a script the Olivers sold before the strike.
The odds of getting something on the air, it's like hitting the lottery and then hitting the lottery again in the same day. The odds are so stacked against you, and they frankly don't need to be.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
With no end in sight for the strike, it's unclear if their project will even move forward. In Burbank, Jeff Nguyen, KCAL News.
Paramount Global, which owns KCAL News and CBS, is part of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. And many of our KCAL News producers and writers are WGA members. However, they operate under a different contract and are not part of the strike.
And the economic ripple effects being felt. This was a Salta Mediterranean restaurant right before the lunch hour today. The manager says the place is typically packed at that time, but we saw plenty of empty tables. The restaurant sits near a number of studios in Burbank.
The studios do provide about 50% of our business, especially during lunch. We do highly rely on that to stay afloat.
The restaurant is offering a 10% discount to WGA members while the strike continues.